28 April, Friday. Let's have a crazy technical outlook with Cal. Let's go. All right, so for today's Dow Jones, we can see that the market actually really rebound from the low of 33,305. That was a technical level that we mentioned, and the market really followed through. Look at it. This is amazing. All right, so for today, based on what you're looking right now, the Dow should be moving up, which become profit taking. Yeah, I suspect that the profit taking will come down somewhere to the MLP, which is about 33,613 level. I think that should be a pretty good level. Now, based on the BNB structure, we have the BNB support level here, and the market just now came down, touch it, and rebound. And that is why I say the TWB system is very amazing. They really, all the technical points are all covered. So unless the Dow Jones goes below the BNB support level, which is the, let me get you the figure right now, just a moment. The BNB SL level is at 33,669. All right, that's the number. So 33,669 is the BNB support level. If the Dow cannot go below it, likely that will be the low for today. But if the market can go down, the next target level it will be the MA30, which is 33,613. And maximum is the MLP, which is at 33,571. Okay, so that is the few levels to watch out for today. Now, 33,571 is very near the pivot 2. I don't think the market will reach there today. Now, we have some data coming out at 8:30, but I think that's the maximum in my opinion. Because KSI, although stay red, but the KCX is still blank. All right, so this is kind of bullish. So in my opinion, today, if it comes back down to 33,669, for those who are short selling the market, this will be a good level to take back some profit, yeah? Okay, that was my view for the market. Now, of course, if the market breaks above OP, then of course 33,896 will be the next KCB to watch out for. This is very possible. All right, let's do a NASDAQ right now. Oops, sorry, NASDAQ. Okay, NASDAQ gap down because of the Amazon data. So the thing is this, where are we going to be holding going down? I same thing, this is going to go down to the MLP, I think. MLP for today, NASDAQ is at 13,037. I think that will be the comfortable level. Now, of course, that means that it has to break below pivot 2, right? Yeah, pivot 2 is at 13,064. Yes, indeed, but you can see that the BNB RL level is very nearby. So I think that hit MLP 13,037 should be the max for today. All right, because KSI is green, KCX is blank. So these two combined is actually pretty bullish for the index at the moment, yeah? Upside wise, 13,214 should be the next target, that back to the BNB extension. S&P 500, amazing. You can see the Doji cluster, the market really came down to 4054, the level that we mentioned, and it really stopped there perfectly. In fact, 4051 was the KCB level, and the market really stopped there. Really amazing. So now the thing is this, for today, if you ask me, right, the 4114, this level, right, I think you can just use it for one more time. And truth be told, today, the low actually stops nearby. So unless the market can break 414, then the MLP, which is 4103, should be the support. 4103, the MLP should be the support. Now, do note the 85% mark is actually at 4096. So this level has been a very interesting level. Every time the market hit this point, the market usually rebound. So I think around here will be a good time to get some support, yeah? Upside wise, BNB RL should be the number about 4150 range. Okay, that should be the range for upside. KSI green, no KCX, both of them combined tells you that the market still got some buying interest. All right, that covered the US market. Let's look at the Nikkei. Now, Nikkei continued to go higher today. Well, this is something surprising because the KSI actually shows that the boys are selling, but the KCX is blank. So that means that there's some buying interest. Basically, for today, it's a clear classic trade. The market opens at about 28,691. And because it's above pivot 1, it's a classic buy. And that's why the Nikkei went up to 28,949. That's a very good big jump of almost 300 points. Now, the thing is this, as you may question now, but the KSI is red, right? Yeah. As long as the market stays above OP, you just have to follow the buy side, even though the KSI is red. In fact, it's all right. When the market broke OP, it went down low of 28,472. So it did go down by about 200 points before it reversed. And why it reversed was because the MLP was there. MLP was 28,488. And you can see that it was actually above the pivot 1. So above once it touches the MLP and rebound, and plus it's above pivot 1, right? That gave a very strong reason to buy, and that's how the Nikkei is going up. How high Nikkei can go? Well, let's take a look here. The next potential target for Nikkei can be going towards the next KCB, right? It's not showing, not too sure why. It could be some error here. Let me just double check the reason. Okay, let's double. Okay, 29,089. That means that the next target it can go is 29,000. Wow, that's pretty good. So upside is there, yeah. But that's the thing to note. The KSI is not following through. That could be interesting. All right, so that is done. Let's look at FTSE. FTSE has opened and traded downwards. Yeah, this is happening right now. Let's take a look. What's the reason? Well, we don't have a fundamental reason yet on my side, but we can see that the FTSE is coming off. And if we continue to go down, it should be touching this figure, which is incredible. 777.7. What a number is that? This is amazing. All right, so the downside is this 5 sevens. All right, so let's see how it goes. Now, today, the opening price was just above the pivot 1. And because it touches pivot and pullback, that's why there's some selling. And of course, when the market lost the MLP, that again gave the selling in the market. Incredible, when it came back down as well, right? It touches the pivot 2, 7792, and that's where it rebounded because that is the technical point. Now, one thing that can be very clear is that the KSI is red, although the KCX is blank, but the KSI shows that the market is weak. So that's why when the market is coming down with the KSI red, usually it's better to sell than to buy, right? Something to remember, yeah? Okay. So if FTSE is down, how about the DAX? Well, DAX also pulled back, and DAX just did a solid BNB engulfing candle, right? So DAX actually gapped up this morning, this afternoon, and then it went up first. Then for some reason, it reversed course and came all the way down and created new BNB. In fact, along the way, it touches the KCB, which is a fresh chocolate bar, 15,719. And if you look carefully yourself, from the opening price, indeed, this is the first KCB. You can look out for fresh chocolate bar. The second one is here. So amazing. The market really, really follow. So, but the thing is that you realize, but the news, the data shows that the KSI is green. Yeah, indeed, the KSI is green. So the thing is that you can see why the market rebounded quite heavy from the bottom. When the KSI is green, usually you won't end at the day low. Yeah. So what's the fundamental reason? I don't have on my hand right now, but if you ask me on technical ground, I don't think you'll close at the day low. Yeah, this is something that we should know and remember that. Okay, we're done with the European market. Let's look at the oil market. Now, oil has came down to cover the gap. Wow, this is really amazing. Now, oil was trading this way, and then I was telling you guys, look, oil cannot lose $80. If crude oil lost $80, it will likely cover gap, and true be told, it actually covered gap. Now, this is something surprising because the OPEC Plus wanted the oil price to be higher, right? So for them to see the price back to where they started, I'm just wondering who is releasing all this oil. So I don't have a fundamental yet, but I just got a very good feeling that it's likely the US. Yeah, I don't think the OPEC Plus will do that. So with that now, with the oil now out of the way, because the gap has been covered. So now we watch this now. 74.45 is a very strong support level for crude oil. So I suspect that crude oil might take it as a form of support. But of course, the KSI has been red since here. So that's the reason why when KSI is red plus when KCX turns blue, this is a very important time to short the market. You shouldn't be long in the market. And you can see that crude oil really came from $78 all the way down to $74. So when the two indicators come together, right, don't fight against it, guys. Wait for your turn. Now we can see on the day chart, it's a new BNB. So this is a suspect here. If the BNB gets supported around here, maybe at this point right now, you can try to do some bottom picking, but it's not the best thing because the indicators doesn't give us the clearance yet, yeah? Now, dollar yen, no wonder. That's the reason why the Nikkei went up. The dollar yen shot up. Yeah, I relieve and now remember the news because of the this BOJ. So they may look to change some things. So that's why you can see the yen coming off. Now, the dollar yen has stretched from 133.95 all the way to 136. Wow, that's 200 points. Piece movement. I didn't notice that. Incredible, yeah? So that's the reason why it spurred the Nikkei. Now I got it. Okay. So let's look at the dollar yen right now. Wow, it has blast past the this pivot 134.45. That was a very strong buy. No wonder. KSI was green, KCL was blank. So once the market break the pivot, wow, look at it. It accelerated all the way to the BNB extension 135.36 level, breaching the 135.25 MA 200. So most likely it's going to go for 136.13. That should be the first resistance, if you ask me. Okay. All right, moving on, we look at pound. Now, pound is down a bit today. Pound is basically trading downwards, so which means that if we go down, you go back to 124.06. KSI is green, KCX is blank, so again, it's against the norm. So if the price comes down, you don't expect it to close near the low. In fact, it likely may touch the MA30 at 1.2433, but that's all if you ask me. Okay, that's pound. Let's look at the last one with euro. Euro is coming off right now. I wanted to call for sell in euro recently, but just too tied up yesterday. Anyway, euro is coming down, likely to test 1.09712 because that is the fresh chocolate bar. And in fact itself, the next two are actually KCB. So I think that 1.0971 is slightly very possible. It's about another 14 pips away. Now, KSI is green, KCX is blue, so that there's some selling pressure, but the boys are trying to pick. So when the KSI is green, don't expect it to close near the low. Yeah, don't expect. Okay. All right. All right, done with the currency market. Let's look at gold and silver. Well, this is gold. Now, gold to this is a DJDD. So, in fact, if gold stays below 1987 to this OP level, right, then that means that there will be some selling. Now we see that 1980 is a KCB, and this morning, the gold actually touched 1980. In fact, the low was 1979.81. It did touch and then rebound. So one thing to note, I did say before, if the gold loses 1980 convincingly, the next level it could go will be 1968. Now I know there are a lot of people calling for buying gold, but I did mention to you 2 weeks ago that this is not the time to buy yet. You want to buy, wait for a while. Now, of course, the main reason is because you can see very clearly on my chart. You can see that, okay, let me just bring to you a little bit more. You can see my chart shows very clear that the market, okay, is supported by the BNB SL level, RL level at 1990. But the thing is this, all along they've been trying to stay above, but today, you can see that the tail actually touches 1990 and pulling down. So to me, is that if you look at it, likelihood 1968 is very, very possible. Even though the indicators are not convinced, but again, if you'd ask me with the DJDD on the note, I think that it's good for gold to come back down, make it cheaper for people to buy for longer term. Yeah, think about it. Now that is gold. How about silver? Silver is also dwelling down. Silver now is cascading downwards. Very heavily supported at $24.80. It's a very strong KCB here. Then the next one was 24.53, which the market really goes down, touches a fresher KCB, and then rebounded. So if you ask me, right, we should look at these two numbers, which is 24.81 and 24.53. So if you ask me, the best price to buy will be somewhere at 23.97 because that is the next fresh chocolate bar. Now, the thing is this, why am I more bearish on this silver? Because the KSI is red, KCX is blue. So these two combined is more towards the sell side, yeah? So take and see whether can we see this number, $24.53. Okay, that's Bitcoin. Let's do Bitcoin and Ethereum to wrap it up. Now, Bitcoin, as you can see, shot up from 27,000 all the way to 29,000. So now the thing is this, you're going to pull back down. The next level it should be going down is 28,414. All right, so there's some news saying that Bitcoin should be the next darling, but I'll just leave it alone. I'm not going to speculate on this. To me, for Bitcoin, unless it's like people 10,000, you're not going to be bothered. Yep. Now KSI is green, but KCX is blue, so it's no trade. But when the KSI is green and KCX is nothing, that is where you can go for it. Yeah, so that's why you can see the price shoot up. So now it's still trading below OP, so you cannot activate the indicators trade. So unless the market breaks above OP, then we can go for 30417 level. Yeah, that's for the Bitcoin. Okay. Now let's look at this Ethereum for the last one. Now Ethereum basically recovered from the low end of BNB below 1,799. And now it's at basically 1906. All right. So if you ask me, well, Ethereum likelihood on profit taking may get to see this again, 1865. This is pretty normal, and hopefully that it stays around there. MLP for today is 1892. So I think the market may breach it, and then after that rebound. What do you think, guys? All right. So that will be all for today's TA. Hopefully you like it. This is Cal signing off. Have a great day. Bye-bye.